What's up, everybody? I'm Joe.
And I'm Blair.
And you're
on the air with Joe and Blair.
Season 3, guys.
Yes.
All right, we are back. Don't worry. And we're ready to go full force.
You know what? Someone told. Can we stay on a wide shot of this moment real quick? Just
Sure. I got you.
So someone told me about what happened with Ronaldo. Fuck Red Bull. Drink water.
We're no longer sponsored by Red Bull.
Do you think they're going to cancel us?
Or is it a 50-50 thing if I just start drinking it?
Yeah, right? Well, we'll send it all to...
We do have all the kids watching right now.
I'm so sorry. That's so... Just imagine being like a news reporter or like camera guy. And you're just, you're seeing, normal about the interview. And then out of nowhere, just like... Don't drink Coke, drink water. Wait, what? Like, how do you, why? Why the sudden change?
Bro, just think of like the CEO of Coke just crapping himself.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh, here he goes. What? I know, I just saw it.
He has a water bottle and just, fuck! Knock that shit off.
Or what if he's just like, oh, damn, you're not wrong. But you're not wrong. I don't even drink my own product,
Jesus.
How's your day, man?
Bro, it was great. Back to work, and my feet hurt now. I gotta check that out. I need a massage, I think is the biggest thing.
I went to physical therapy today, and I found out that it's my neck. It was my neck as to why.
Your arm hurts?
Yeah, my arm and the numbness.
Bro, the body's crazy with
it's
the
all
muscles that connect.
Yeah. So essentially, it's like a C7 nerve that goes down my left shoulder blade underneath my triceps that wraps around the forearm to go to these two fingers that are tingling. I was like,
of course, the C7.
What the fuck?
Should have fucking known, bro.
As if anyone knows, right? Like, as anyone knows. So
anatomy. Never could do
hey,
it.
baby Barbara. How you doing, love?
All right.
Make sure.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we gotta get her in there.
Yes. Okay, guys. Well, let's be honest. You guys are not here for us because we're ugly. Well, Joe's cute. That's why he has a girlfriend. That's why he has a girlfriend. Unless you forced her to be your girlfriend. Is that what happened?
I tricked her somehow.
All right. So, without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage the bad bitch herself, the queen, the gorgeous, the one that makes you smile because she's so beautiful. That's the
welcome.
Second time I hit you with a good ass opening.
True. I owe you like 2.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so nervous.
Thanks for having me, guys.
God.
Well, of course, thanks for coming.
Because you're so awesome. You're so awesome. God, thank you for coming. Very much appreciate it. I know you're busy on tour live.
Yeah, I should be doing this, huh?
She's not used to it.
All right, I'm getting used to it.
Is this your first interview ever?
No, but definitely first Twitch. I think Twitch has always been one of those platforms that intimidated me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Totally.
Just because it's live and you're you have to be on or what?
No, I've done Amazon lives constantly. It's more so the demographic. That I think I really have to impress and have something really intelligent to say.
All these gamer kids.
Yeah, gamer kids.
Entertain me now.
Entertainment. What game are you gonna play?
Or if you're boring for a second, they're like, bye. We're on Amazon Live. They'll be like, okay, I'll stay and listen.
Oh, she looks hot. Let's see if she does anything. No, it's just the shit. Let's go on to the next one. Why am I even here?
Bro, I was half tempted to put the category in the hot tub pool thing because that's what's trending on Twitch right now.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, it's called hot tub pools.
What is that?
So Twitch made this thing, this loop, kind of this with the back door or whatever, where you can't really be in a bikini and just a stream. So the way around it is you have to be in a setting where you can be in a bikini or have your shirt off. So a pool, beach, or whatever. So everybody's doing this category so they can have their shirt off and stuff. And then and then they're like, you know what? Well played. Here's a whole category just for you. And it's featured and everything.
I guess hot girl summer is starting early.
Yep.
Dang. So that's where all the girls on TikToks are going now because they can't do bikinis on TikToks anymore.
I guess.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that happened on TikTok?
Yeah. They pretty much purged anyone that got famous because of their body. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
they're just gearing up for other things, so they're censoring their app more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So what do you do? Like tell the people, what do you do? You know, like
I do a lot of things. I work in social media. I guess that's the most prominent thing that I do because it takes up the most of my time and I love it. And then I also love so many other things like writing. I've been getting more into that. And probably my favorite thing to do on earth, and I would do it all day if I could, is take really beautiful photos of people in their moments. Photography, but more so like lifestyle enjoyment photography, where there's not like so much of a can you pose for me situation going on. So just organic smiles and all of that. So
Is that what your Instagram's about? Is that what you like on there?
I have 2 Instagrams, like one too many, but I have one for my friends and family. So I just try to like share a little bit about my life because I have family that live in Europe and also Vietnam, and so like they keep up with my Instagram to see like what I'm up to. So I really like to share my day there ish.
Yeah.
And then I have my beauty Instagram that's now turning into like more just a lifestyle one that I just like to share some.
this
Yeah, which one is this one?
This is
Is it
the
this
family
one?
one.
This is the family one. Yeah. So those little highlight reels are just like trips I've done with my family or just like little glimpses into my life. Yeah.
This is the
Oh, you
family.
guys are so high tech pulling it up.
Oh yeah, we got it. We
Yeah,
gotcha.
got it all. It's so crazy.
We actually like to go to the very, very first pick
Yeah.
you've ever done.
Yeah.
On
wow.
the
wow.
yeah,
This is a deep
ooh.
dive.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
into
we're
it.
going-
Oh,
wow,
God.
there's a
How many
lot.
do you
I
have?
have to scroll for a hot
I
second.
got into the game early.
Gosh, dang. This
What-
started back in 2013.
Yeah, that's when I got into it.
No, stop.
No,
Oh, yeah.
2010,
Yes, she
2010.
did. Because look, you can.
2010. Oh,
Here
sorority days.
we go.
Oh,
but
man.
first,
my
but
God.
first, this is a way back.
Way back.
yeah.
When,
Oh, yay. I love this.
let's go. Whoa.
Oh,
Okay,
my
it's the
God.
first
This
one.
is such a special time in my life.
2012.
And no
Yeah.
caption. No caption. What's going on here? Birthday?
Yo, what are you doing?
Is this your birthday?
Is this for you?
It was both of our birthdays, and like I just didn't know. I didn't want it to be about my birthday, and I like felt like both of our birthdays being in the caption was too much. I didn't know how to caption back then, so we just left it blank, and we bagged 6 likes from it, which is a lot back then.
Wow. Let's go to that second one up top. Not the up top, but yeah, the next one. Yeah.
This one?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
please.
Oh my
Halloween?
gosh, that
wait.
was sorority.
Let's talk.
Sorority house pregame days. We weren't allowed to drink in our sorority house, but of course we obviously did very much so. And then we always took one snapshot before going out to commemorate the nights that always look the same.
You
Man.
gotta.
You got it.
The hair looks longer. A
Yeah.
little bit. Okay. Man, this is bring back memories.
It was
looking at it.
2012.
Totally. I
It's
love this
almost,
post.
what, 9 years ago? Whoa.
Yeah, that was my last year of college. So it was like that year I'm like, I have to take pictures and remember this because my life's about to change, you know?
That's
Oh,
true.
man.
That's
All
true.
right.
Vitamin C song. That's how I felt.
So that was the last year you were in college, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you graduate. Congrats.
Thank you.
And what did you graduate with?
I graduated with a degree in cultural anthropology,
Okay.
which I still use every single day of my life now. Probably
Can you
for the
explain?
majority.
Yeah,
little
explain
explain that?
anthropology to me.
Yeah.
So
Never
anthropology.
took it.
Isn't that a clothing brand too?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are.
Okay.
So anthropology as a study, it was actually coined as a major at Berkeley.
Okay.
And so it was a privilege to get to study, you know, where the major came from there. But it's the all-encompassing study of human beings, both physically and also culturally and customs and socially.
Oh wow.
What makes us us? Why do we do the certain customs that we do? Why do certain cultures have rites of passages that look different than others, but yet most cultures have some sort of rite of passage for teen boys and girls? Things
Gotcha.
like that. And then the physical side I got kind of into as well, and that's more like your traditional like digging up bones and learning where our ancestors have more like how we have evolved from them and
Okay.
things that didn't help them survive. How have we our bodies changed from that and stuff?
Is like a subcategory that like archaeologists and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like anthropology is like a big tree, like a big umbrella,
Got
and then
it.
there's like 2 holders, and so one side is like cultural, which makes up
Mm-hmm.
like our society, and then the other side is physical, which makes us, you know.
Nice.
So within the scientific side, there's the archaeology.
Is
Oh,
science
wow.
and communications in there too? Or is that a whole?
Of course, yeah.
I know that's kind of
it's
a broad
pretty much
thing
like
as
a
well.
hybrid of sociology and psychology. So you pretty much learn it from more of a human level and not so much breaking apart the brain and the parts of the brain, but more so like why are human beings like this?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That's really
So
cool.
do you find yourself using all that you've learned about human beings when you're talking to people too? Like,
Yeah, I can't stop. I'm actually quite addicted.
oh God,
Yeah.
stop looking at me. God,
Yeah,
damn.
I don't know. From my time studying anthropology, I learned that every human being individually have different motivating factors within them that motivate them to do A, B, C, D, F, G. And the sooner that you can learn what motivates the person sitting across from you, the better you can understand them, the better person you can be to them, and all of that stuff. So I'm always reading that, and then you learn about their interests and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
So I use it in
God.
work, and I use it in my personal life and my friends and stuff, and yeah.
So yeah, especially in work, because it seems like you can really capitalize off that now too. You can kind of see what like's going to happen with how because you're doing the social media with like TikTok, figuring out the algorithm and stuff. So you can even kind of guess what's going to trend and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, I think a lot of times, well, with the social media thing, we put ourselves in the front seat a lot, like in the center of the picture. But if you're on TikTok, it's actually TikTok that's in the center of that picture. And so same thing goes, like the sooner that you can like understand what it is that TikTok is trying to do in this quarter, and you cater to that with your content, then you're just going to blow up because, that's you're helping them reach their goal.
Okay, so hello, Kiana. Thank you for tuning in before you go to work.
They're friends here.
We got friends.
How cute.
So you were telling us a story about your name up here.
Yeah.
And I stopped you because I think everyone should hear it. So please continue on this topic of your name being up there.
Okay,
Can we get a wide shot of that so people can see? Yes, her name is up top, guys.
So, like you walk into situations that you've never been in, you have certain expectations, and I certainly did. I was like, tonight's gonna be super fun. I get to hang out with my friends and be on the show of theirs. And then I walk in, I see my name on a sign, and it's like with like printed letters, which like totally just, I got all the feels from it because as a little girl, I immigrated here from Hong Kong when I was 4, and English was my third language, so like that was already an insecurity for me. And by the time my family started taking me around to like Disneyland and places where you could buy little trinkets with like your name or magnets, my name would never be there. And it was never really addressed because we don't like do that much in Vietnamese culture too much, but it's changed now. And I think one day my mom realized that I was really heartbroken about it. So she explained to me that we're just kind of in a different place where your name isn't as common, but that doesn't make it like any less special. So I'm just going to level your expectations right now. You're probably never going to see your name in one of these shops, but we can always have it made for you. So that was just what it was. And then tonight it was here, and I just like was so touched, and that was really awesome of you guys to do.
Of course. Oh my gosh. Like, dang. All right. That was really deep. So with you being, an immigrant, I want to get a little bit into that, and can you explain to us a little bit, like, kind of like, I think two details about it, but like, the hardships and stuff that you had to deal with coming out here and, being nervous. I guess not nervous, but the the English being the third language and stuff.
Yes.
And the culture shock too. Yeah.
All of it. But where I came from was really hard. I was born in a refugee camp in Hong Kong. We lived in military barracks, and my family had the bottom bunk, and there was like 2 levels above us where people were sleeping as well, and it was just packed and very, very dirty. And so by the time my aunt found an attorney to get us to the United States, I remember like getting off the plane here at age 4, and I was just like, whoa. This place is so cool because I could actually see beyond the camp, and all of a sudden, like my family who I'd never met were there. So my aunts and my uncles came and just like gave me the biggest hug, and I remember thinking like, I don't know who these people are, but they really love me. I think like,
they give really good hugs,
and it was the biggest, best welcome to the U.S. ever. And it only kind of got better from there until it got a little bit worse for a moment in time. But, coming and living at my aunt's house is packed, but not the same packed as it was in the camp. So I was still grateful. I remember seeing a toilet for the first time. I'm like, it's so white. Like, it's amazing, And that felt like a privilege. And then to shower whenever I wanted to.
Comfortably.
Yeah. And having a bed that I just shared with my mom felt like a privilege as a 4-year-old.
Wow.
And then my mom had, the other people in the camp spoke to me in Cantonese a lot. And then my mom often had to go and do her things and her jobs at the camp. And so I was like equally speaking Vietnamese and Cantonese because my parents spoke to me in Vietnamese. And so by the time I got here, my family was super confused because like I'd be speaking in Vietnamese and I'd just switch it up and like talk in Chinese. And I feel like we don't know what you're saying. Like, what do you need, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think that concerned my mom. So by the time I was about to go into kindergarten, my mom convinced my family to not teach me any English at all. She's like, just let her learn in there so that she can hold on to her Vietnamese, but I'll do my part and stop speaking Chinese to her. And so she thought that the third language being layered would just like make me really like, you know, unaware and not able to speak.
Yeah.
And so that's when she stopped speaking Chinese. So I stopped speaking Chinese. And it was only Vietnamese for a while. And so when I went to school, that was honestly like one of the hardest times because I couldn't even say like I need to go to the restroom or I'm hungry or anything like that as a kindergartner. And my teacher, Mrs. Spade, was so kind that she was able to find a way to teach me sign language and while I was learning English. And so she taught me this sign. She said, you need to go to the restroom, just do this and I'll let you go. I don't know how I got that from her English, but I did. And so it made me think a lot back then. I think I've always been a thinker, and I realized like all of these other kids in class are having a great time because of language. It's like a currency in this classroom. They're able to get what they want. And for me, I can't say anything at all, but I can say in like 2 other languages, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I made a decision that I was going to do everything I could to learn this language and master it excellently, and I'm never going to stop learning it for the rest of my life because I became obsessed. I'm like, the more that I learn it, the more I'm going to be able to be myself and express myself to these people around me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, then 2nd and 3rd grade happened, and all my friends were like, you know, playing ball until they had to read. I would literally read until I couldn't read anymore. And if I saw a word I didn't know, I would look it up in the dictionary. So I was always with the dictionary all the time. And then my uncle, for whatever reason, had like a 100-volume library of encyclopedias. So I read that as well, like once my English got better. And I just, by the time I was in 7th grade, my teacher said I was writing at like nearly college level, which is crazy.
Damn. Determination.
Yeah, she wanted this
Holy
currency. Like she wanted the same
I
privilege.
want the English money bag.
Yeah, you are blowing my mind because like I take it for granted from like, you know, back in the day. It's like, yeah, I can't even imagine just learning it from the ground up like that. And what age was this that you said that you?
4.
Age 4. Holy
age
shit.
Age 5.
Yeah.
In school.
Just breaking it down all into the fundamentals of that.
That was so hard to learn. Purple. I'm like, you really want me to like memorize like 8 letters right now? I can't even memorize 3. Like,
like red? Yes. Okay.
Red, yes,
Purple.
got that.
Yes, I got that.
Fuck purple.
I can't. No. Wow, that's amazing. And now look at you, bad bitch. You know, out here doing your thing. So, 2012, you graduated. Going back, you have this amazing degree. But at what point did social media catch your attention to like, what is this? Because in 2013, that's when Vine started. So yeah, how did this even catch your attention?
So when my last year at Berkeley, I realized I didn't want to become a professor, and I was really interested in creative and fashion because I had been like working in fashion since high school, and so I secured a fashion tech internship. Okay. And it was for a company called Stitch Fix, and they just started. And they combined engineering technology to send women like just boxes of clothing that they think that they would like based on the algorithm and all of that. Yeah. And so like I got to like, you know, deal with algorithms very early on, and there were 2 founders there, 1 employee, and like 4 interns. So we got to do everything. Okay. And the first investor in their company was the founder of Instagram. So he was always in and out of the office. Oh, wow. And so I was really inspired by him. And I'd hear him speak, and I like what his app was about. And I just was really into it clearly. I started posting pictures of me and my friends on there, not even knowing what I was doing. Yeah. But when I graduated from school, most of my friends went on to immediately go into law school or like work at like Ernst & Young and all of that, and I really wanted to just take a semester or at least 6 months off and like, decompress. Yeah. And that's when I started doing social media for a farm in Ventura that sold microgreens, fancy garnishes inside of Whole Foods. Oh, shit. And so I started their Instagram. They would send me boxes of like microgreens. I would just make different recipes with them. I'm like, this is pretty sweet. Like I get paid to like make all this food and like take pictures for them. But back then it was so like far and few between that a business was willing to invest in that because it's
Yeah.
so new.
Yeah.
And so I did that for about 6 months, and my mom was like, "All right, I'm kind of over this. Like, you need to go get a real job."
Oh,
And
that
so, like, a
word.
real-
Little does she know.
and then a
It's
real
about to
job
be one
came
of
to the doorstep, and I was like, "This is great." And so I like said bye to that, and I worked in corporate fashion for 3 years. It was really challenging. I learned a lot about the Chinese like business market and all of that because we had a lot of manufacturing there. But every day I miss writing and taking photos and engaging with business owners. Bringing their dreams to life, getting to hear their stories, because my love of humans is what like drove me into school and like what got me to do that. And why am I here just like designing these clothes that end up like at Nordstrom and like wealthy women are wearing if I never get to talk to them about it? If I did,
Yeah.
I would have stayed probably, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You were like
so-
straight up designing these clothes.
yeah, I was working alongside the design team, and then so they would sketch it out, and then I would like add to the sketches, and I would bring the prototype to life. So I would tell the sewing room how to build it, the perfect one. And I would pick the buttons, source everything, cost everything out, and then if I made the perfect one, then we'd pass on to production.
That's cool.
I
Real
wish
quick,
we had one.
just to go into that, just because I'm from a theater background, so like I've like taken a textiles class and costumes. So it starts with like a sketch. Somebody actually like literally sketches it out,
Yes.
and then it goes on to like the fabrication. I guess,
Someone who looks at that sketch and sees a skinny model, it's all
Yeah.
very fashion-y.
and then you'd
it's
be
very
like,
couture.
this kind of
How do I adapt
textiles.
that to a real woman body?
Yeah.
And then I also had to cost a lot of it. So
And
it's
all
like
the materials and
yeah,
stuff.
all the materials. A lot of driving around LA trying to find like the perfect silks or whatever, the perfect buttons. And
Gotcha.
then like just literally managing the sewer, making sure that they like sewed the perfect one. I'd present it, and if I didn't hit it, then I'd have to do it again.
So you're like the engineer. Are they
it's
called the
product
engineer?
development. It's just like in engineering. It's like
Yeah.
product development after
Yeah.
the sketch job, but in fashion.
That is crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Cool. Sorry. Continue.
Wow. That is 3 years driving around LA, just trying to find the right fabric.
Did you go to Jones Fabric? Was that even around back then?
Joanne's?
Oh, Joanne's. Yes.
No, we never went to Joanne. My boss would have killed me because she's so couture. I had like 4
She's
spots.
like,
I
"What
could
is
go."
this?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes I'm like, I could just go to Joanne's and get what she wants probably and just tell her I got it somewhere else, but I would never do that.
Yeah.
But it was so important to get it from certain places that were like refined and stuff. Like
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that is. And then at what point you just chuck the deuces at that company?
So
If you don't mind me asking.
Bah.
some stuff happened.
Okay.
3 years in this role, and I was like my boss's right hand person, and she was the VP of product development. It was a family-owned French fashion label that grew so big, and they kept buying other labels, but they stayed family-owned until the owner got so old that he was like, I'm kind of over this, and so they sold 60% of the company to an investment firm. And that's when things got really cold. They sent in like a psychiatrist to like interview all of us to see who was liability and things like that. And then my
God, I heard about that
yeah,
in
my,
corporations.
my department and my boss, I think all of it together was just like not in the direction that they wanted to take the company, because they wanted to hybrid fuse a lot to save money. And so I remember coming in, and I'd been like trying to quit so many times, and like she was just like, no, I'll give you a raise, or like, no, you should stay, like you'll never make it out there, and like all these like things that meant well,
Yeah.
but it was like a baby boomer kind of like mentality. And so it kept my foot there for a while, but then one day I came in and she was just like a wreck, and I was like, what happened? And she's like, they just let me go. And a week before that, they called me and they had said, we need you to come over to HR to discuss some questions about Mary. I was like, why? And I knew what it was about. Some girls had left, blah, blah, blah. And I said no. And they're like, what do you mean no? Like, we're HR. I said, I get that, but like, this is my boss that I work alongside. She confides in me a lot. And so if you want me to come over there, then I need to tell her that I'm going there. Then I'll go there and answer whatever you want. And they're like, oh, no, don't do that. And they're like, okay, don't come. And I'm like, all right. Cool, settled. I can
You
go
win.
to Starbucks now. So,
Oh gosh, is that
and-
Starbucks?
and-
Checkmate.
yeah, I was like, okay, cool. Like, because I knew it goes
Yeah.
back to intentions. And I
Yeah.
knew what their intentions were. I read it
Exactly.
like 10 steps ahead. So I will
You
do
read
it.
the room.
But like,
Yep.
it's going to come with this,
Exactly.
integrity, whatever. And
Loyalty.
So,
Okay.
and a lot of loyalty, because she did give me a lot. And yeah, they let her go. And then I didn't know what to say. And I went back to my desk and I got the call from the COO, who like never called me. And he's like, I'd like you to come into the conference room, please. And I'm like, okay. And so I come in there and he's like, I'm really sorry. Like, we're making some restructuring, so we're gonna have to let go of your position. But here's some paperwork, and if you sign these like NDAs, then you can get this kind of severance and benefits for the next 6 months. And I just like felt like my whole life began. Like, because I've been wanting to do it so badly.
This
and
was your
now
out. This
the
was your
store-
clean out.
It was
Yeah.
just aligning, and they're gonna like sustain my life for like 6 more months while I figured it out.
That's true.
I was just so ecstatic, and he thought I was having like a mental break, and I was just like,
Thank
so
you, bye.
stoked. I literally,
Bye.
no, literally when he said that I was signing, I was like, okay, first stop Starbucks, second stop the beach, like all this stuff in my head. And he's like, are you okay? Like, is this how you deal with stress? And I was like, oh, I'm not stressed at all. Like, this is great, and it's been great knowing
This is
you.
a
But
gift.
yeah,
Thank
it was. Yeah. It was
Oh
a
no,
total
I'm
gift.
stressed.
And then I left, and I, because of those 6 months I had cushioning, money was not really like it never has been my compass, but it wasn't a need because that part was taken care of. And
Which
so
is
I
good.
got to, which is so like luxurious to have. I was privileged totally, and I wanted to make the most out of my time. So I bought a nice camera, I learned how to use it, and then I started doing social media for a French restaurant. And now it's 2015, and everyone wants to be on social media and branding wise. And so I was getting sought out by people, and this French restaurant just took a chance on me, and they're like, okay, so you're kind of rusty, but we also really need help, and so whatever you need, like, let's do it. And they're still my clients today, actually.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, I got
Hell
to go
yeah.
shoot there for the first time since COVID started today.
So all their socials, what does that all entail? Like Instagram, website? Are you doing like HTML code? What all are you doing with them?
No, they're very simple because they're like a local restaurant that serves brunch and stuff. And so when I started with them, like their normal age demographic that was eating there was like 60, and the owners were like, if we keep at this pace, like in like 10 years, like our diners are gonna be like us, like just chilling at home. So we need you to turn the tides around. And this was 2015, and so I said, if you trust me, then let me run my strategies, and I think it should work. So I invited in 150 influencers in 2015 and 16 into the restaurant to blow it up. We added really trendy brunch dishes to that. We just sprinkled it in through the menu, and what that resulted in was that all these like young people started coming in. And 8 months in, we were doing DJ brunches and bottomless rosé and frosés, and the place was just lit. And today, it's just like the brunch spot to go to in West Hollywood.
What's the name of it?
It's called WeHo Bistro.
We hope you show.
Okay.
We
got
just got
shout out.
Shout out.
We
Shout
just
out.
got interviewed by Visit WeHo is having like a whole promo for Pride Weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
Is that this weekend?
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Whoa,
Okay.
coming
Out
up.
of 6,000 local businesses in West Hollywood, they came to WeHo Bistro to take some videos of us today to be in their promo vid. So it's so awesome. They're like, of course we're here. It's the brunch spot. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome to hear.
And you're just
That's
like,
dope. I've been here since day one.
Yeah,
up?
it's just this, again, it goes back to like connecting people with impact and stories and motivations and things like that. So you build a pretty dope spot over there.
that's good. So let's get into one of our games before we
Okay.
head to break, which is
we're doing
the SIB.
Here we go.
Yes. So
I have a thing for it, but we'll just go right into.
We'll just go straight into
yeah,
it.
Yeah, we'll just go straight into it. So you want to give her the lowdown of what this?
it's called Siblings Are Dating
Okay. Oh, I
or
love that.
Dating.
I love it.
And basically, you'll see two pictures.
Okay.
Well, you'll see a picture, and you'll have to tell us like whether or not if you think they're dating or they're siblings, and then
Okay.
we'll swipe to the next picture.
So
Okay.
here's the
Oh,
first
oh,
picture,
oh.
and everybody in the chat right now, we got some viewers. So
Yeah.
you guys are going to also guess if these two are siblings or they are dating. So what are your
You're
thoughts?
putting my anthropology to the test.
I know.
For sure, siblings.
For sure,
Yeah,
siblings.
for sure, no doubt.
What about you, Blair? What do you think?
Let's see.
I was gonna go siblings. They look like siblings, but I feel like they're
dating.
setting me up.
Dating.
All right, so here we go. They are dating.
No way!
Dating.
They look exactly
I
alike.
know.
58% thought siblings.
Wow.
58% thought siblings. All
They
right,
have
everybody.
the same beautiful smile that looks identical.
All right, next one. Everybody in the chat, let us know. Siblings
yikes.
or dating?
I would say siblings.
I'd
I'm
probably
calling
say siblings too.
dating. Calling it.
You going dating?
Yeah, I know I'm right.
No.
Here we go.
No.
3,
No way.
2,
Siblings.
1.
Hey.
Boom.
Boy, holla at your
Dating.
boy. That's too.
What do I know?
Actually, no. Yeah, it's
Wait.
some of these are very bizarre.
67% thought it
Am I
was
just
siblings.
having like facial dysmorphia where I feel like anyone next to each other look alike?
The thing about this this profile, like they just want to throw you off. I feel like if it's an obvious one, they're just like, nah. That's what I've kind of learned.
Got it.
So here we go. This next one. I feel like they got to be dating just because their eyes look way too similar.
Oh yeah,
No,
there's
they
a.
got to be siblings.
No, they're totally. Oh, they're dating, calling it.
Their eyes are.
Oh my
so
God.
So blue.
They're dating.
Oh, they're for sure siblings.
They're dating.
It's the same like.
All right, here we go. 3,
Own it,
2,
baby.
1. Dating.
This
Yes.
is painful.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Why are there so
Everybody's
many
thinking
people like this?
siblings.
Why? I know, right? Oh man, look
Guys, I can tell you guys anthropology why.
at why.
Because when a man has blue eyes, he just, from an evolutionary standpoint, subliminally seeks out a woman with blue eyes. Because if they
Interesting.
procreated, they'd have a blue-eyed baby. But then if she just like got somebody else's seed and like had the baby and told him it was his, it'd come out with brown eyes, and then he would know. But if the blue-eyed guy went and dated a girl with brown eyes, then he would never know because it would probably always be brown.
And that's a subliminal thing?
It's a conscious, like it's
Damn.
like a built into your DNA kind of thing.
Whoa.
So
It's
if
like-
you have blue eyes, to be attracted to somebody else with blue eyes.
No, just a man to a woman.
A man to a
women
woman.
don't care because like they don't.
Yeah, it's true. It's
They-
like
she
I
knows
must
It's gonna be her baby.
have sex with a girl who has blue eyes, so I know if it's mine or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
This one
Siblings.
They handle this. They're the same. They're twins.
it's definitely.
Siblings.
I feel like
They're not
it's setting us
twins?
up. It's setting us up for
Oh,
dating.
yeah, well, it'd be
Is it
setting
not
us up for
for twins?
dating.
it's siblings.
No.
Siblings.
I
we
will.
go.
I will just
Siblings.
flip the table if it's dating. Right?
3, 2, 1. Dating.
Oh god.
I knew.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
It was too much of a siblings pose for them not to set it up for dating.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I'm not
But
gonna
70.
sleep tonight. I'm just gonna be on
But
this-
you're part of the 73%. That's a lot of people are.
So far, everyone has looked like siblings.
Oh, they're siblings.
Oh, they're dating.
They're siblings.
They're dating.
They're siblings. They're siblings.
dating.
They're siblings. We're over here
Siblings are
like
dating.
What-
I'm
Here we
arguing
go.
with the one that like
Joe, what do you think?
People in the
Siblings.
chat, where you at? I feel like it's probably gonna be siblings.
it's siblings. They're siblings.
3, 2, 1. Siblings.
I'm got 0%.
I was looking at the eyebrows though. They have a very distinct eyebrows, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
sorry.
one.
Wow.
Whoa.
What? What?
No, they're throwing us off. They're throwing us off.
Oh,
Dating.
Probably,
no.
It's probably dating.
It's probably it's dating.
No.
It's
They're
dating.
not. They're
Just go ahead. It's dating. It's date.
Look, the line of their face is the same.
Saying, look, I don't know. Do you think your degree is helping you out in this
Is-
one?
It has not been.
But his nose is more. Their noses are different.
But the layout of their face and like the angle, the curvature of their eyes at the end.
Ooh, she's hitting us with those words. What?
They do got. Okay, here we go.
Dating.
You know,
3.
when you make your Wii avatar, they like let you turn
Yeah.
their eyes a little bit.
Oh my God.
People in the chat, where you at? Let us know. Let us know. Siblings or dating? 3, 2, 1. Dating.
It's too obvious. They look like
Where
siblings.
do these people find each other?
That's a good.
You look like me. We should be together. We should be Capricorn and Jackrabbit dating. Whoa.
The zoom in is great.
Whoa.
Why are you always so much?
Because like you know how some
What?
people can look like certain like animals or whatever.
Oh my God.
Like not her, but the guy looks like
I always look for the
like a
the
type of
noses
dog.
first.
Not to be mean.
I don't see that.
He looks like a puppy.
I'm more,
Whatchamacallit's dog? A silly
I'm
dog.
more into his middle
yeah.
part with the waves flipping out.
Yeah, I know. Kiana's saying
TikTok look.
dating.
I think they're dating.
This one's
It
dating?
looks like an awkward,
Siblings.
It
All
looks
right.
like an awkward first time family vacation where
Yeah.
you're like meeting your family.
That's true. That's true. Here we go.
Or it is a
3,
family
2,
pic.
1. Dating.
Oh
I
God.
got that one.
I think
You
this is the
got
first one got right.
Yeah, bro.
Yay.
I mean, there have
60%
been
of
a
the
couple
siblings.
studies that people are naturally attracted to similar attractive levels when considering long-term relationships.
I have heard that like women like to look for people who look like their dad or similar.
Interesting.
I wonder if these people get
Let's,
notified. Like,
let's
we're
do
about
one
to
more.
throw you up on.
And then we'll head to break.
All right, last one. Here we go.
Oh,
They're trying to set us up with these eyes.
they're
Yeah.
dating.
They are dating.
They're dating.
If they're not dating, this is weird.
They're dating.
Let us know in the chat. Dating or
totally
siblings?
dating.
Oh, someone said ew twins.
Oh yeah, it was Kiana earlier. They're dating.
Here we go.
I love the beanie. The Adidas beanie is nice.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Like nose look the same, eyes look the
That's
same.
a high hatfish risk, though.
Why?
Like a guy like that. Like,
Oh, if he's bald or not?
Yeah.
He's bald. Oh yeah, you don't like bald guys?
No, I
Kiana
do.
says
I
dating?
do, but I like them to be straightforward about it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Dating.
I love the second picture.
I love
Yeah,
it.
what was that?
Ah!
Gotcha.
All right,
Dating. So that was
guys.
siblings versus dating.
I like that game.
That's our first. We haven't played it in a
Great airport game.
long.
Like when you have
Yeah.
a layover with a friend.
Yes, yes. But all right, guys, we are going to go take a little quick break like we normally do. But please don't go nowhere. Make sure you subscribe and follow us because we do cool things, kind of. And we will be right back.
BRB.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back. It's on there with Joe and Blair.
Yes, yes. We are back. And Hoon is still here.
I sure am. My name's right up there. I'm
Yeah.
not leaving until that sign doesn't say my name anymore.
That's true.
All right, guys. You know what time it is, Joe?
It's about that time for Hot Topics.
Woo!
So, first topic. California to
God.
pay back rent.
Rent. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
can't believe
I didn't even hear about that until I typed it out. That's a thing.
Yeah.
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 Like,
My
that
mom
just happened
called me
today?
yesterday morning and was like, Blair, do you know anything about this California man? I was like, what?
Like to everybody, even if you paid it.
No.
No.
The only
No, no,
people
no.
that, you know good and well, your landlord would have not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he would have been prying you for your guys' money.
So our governor Newsom is
Trying to get in people's good gracious.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of the PR Act, but it's going to help a lot of people, which is
It really
great.
is.
No, definitely.
Because that one rent payment could be like between them and opening their business or like getting back on their feet.
Yeah.
Or,
That's true.
The streets or whatever. So
Yeah, I
cool.
did some research today again.
Is it like all of it? Like if you had
Yeah.
a bunch of debt, it's just all gone.
Yeah.
Or is it a certain amount?
No.
There's no limit.
No, it's all of it.
it's also going to save the
yeah.
collapse of like the whole system.
It really is.
Because
It is.
the renters not paying back, that means like the people who own the houses with heavy mortgages on them will
Yeah.
lose
Yeah.
their house, and then the banks will lose their, so it's
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a
yeah,
domino
it's
effect
preventing,
of
like,
just.
the inevitable from happening if it didn't.
And of course, I kind of look at this situation like student loans. Now I know you're probably like, wait, what do you mean? So, of course, when there was talks of paying back at least $50K of your student loan debt, everyone that already paid their student loans were mad because it was like, well, what about us? We want money because we paid it. And I'm looking at it as like, well, you paid your debt back. Like, congrats. You could actually pay it back. And I've already seen a couple comments where people are like, oh, well, dang, I wish I would have never paid my rent because then I could have basically essentially what's happening
Got free
is a
money.
lot of people are now starting to not wanting to pay their rent, and they're going to get their rent payback in full, and then you just pocket the money. And that's where a lot of people not like you, like I know you're not mad, but people like you that were paying rent on time, a lot,
Yeah.
most of them are like, well, damn, I wish I would have never did if that was the case, because then I could have had $50K coming back to me. Yeah, and it is.
I would
it
take
is-
the money.
it is paying back in full, but it's not going to us. It's literally they're just going to call the landlords and ask, hey, who has whatever, blah blah blah, and they're gonna.
Got it.
They have $4.4 billion to basically use towards it. But of course, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of rich people that are going to be like, I don't want this bill to pass because I don't think it's fair, even though I'm rich. But I don't think it's fair for poor people to come up. But so.
I think anthropology-wise, like, what is money at all? Like, money has really
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Like, if you,
That's
if
so
you,
funny.
If
Yeah.
you planted $1 in the ground, would it grow and cultivate crops?
Watch it grow.
No,
You're like,
definitely
whoa.
not.
Yeah.
And so it becomes like
Yeah.
a tool that allows our society to exist and function. But really, in our individual lives, I see it as a tool to live in comfort and get towards your motivations. That's it. Like,
Bitcoin.
Definitely. Yeah, I was just saying. Your thoughts on Bitcoin. But we're gonna move on to the next topic.
TV shows.
What are you guys watching right now on the Netflix, the HBOs, the Peacocks?
I currently just caught up with Dave.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I've been waiting to watch it. Are all of them released yet?
Season 2 is
Well,
out.
season
Only
1
the
is out.
only
I know, I
the
know.
But season
the
2, no.
first 2 episodes.
Oh, you're not trying to watch it?
No, I'm trying to like
Oh,
watch one day.
yeah.
I'm trying to be a
Yeah,
binger.
only the first 2 episodes that I know of. I
Yeah.
think the next one's coming out tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Awesome.
Think so.
It's so good. It's good.
It is
I'm
good.
so excited.
Yeah, the
Keeping the same tone
first-
is
I
great.
love it.
episode is. I definitely will talk to you about it
Okay,
because I really want to know her thoughts on that whole thing that he deals with. It's pretty interesting. But do you have any shows?
No, I've been waiting for that one, so I've been watching a lot of Key and Peele.
Okay.
Feels good.
It's easy to watch,
Yeah.
like a couple episodes, but no, nothing like linear.
You have comfort shows that you like to watch?
No, I don't have time.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha.
The only time that I can sit and watch and chill is probably 10 minutes before bed, and then I'll watch 2 Key and Peels and laugh, and then go to bed.
So Key and Peele's your comfort
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Like it's a
Yeah.
rerun that you can watch.
Yeah, but nothing
Nice.
on Netflix or anything like that.
So
Gotcha.
essentially, when I get in a TV show, you probably won't watch it.
No, 100% I will.
Blair, I haven't had time. I'm
that's
slowly getting to it.
That's what I'll spend my
I'm 10 minutes in.
What was the last Netflix show you watched?
Well, I attempted I don't even know. I don't know. But last night I made a valiant effort. I like asked my Instagram peoples on my personal Instagram. I'm like,
What
which
should I
one?
watch?
and then like it came in one for Netflix, one for YouTube, one for Netflix, and then like at one point like Netflix was taking over a little, so I like pull up Netflix and then like 5 came for YouTube. I'm like, I can't handle this. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Whoa. do you ever lost my train of thought. Are you subscribed to any like Netflix, Hulu, any of that?
Yeah. I
You have them all. You just haven't had
I
time.
have them all. Yeah, I just haven't had time to. But I like to know that they're there, existing in my TV. So if I had.
I feel that. I like to let them all collect, kind of like what you're doing with Dave.
Yeah.
Just get them all in the queue, and then just one day just binge.
There's also like a certain like comfort that you feel if a friend's over and like, oh, do you have Hulu? And you're like, oh yeah, for sure.
I'm actually curious. So, being that you are in the influence world and doing your thing and behind the scenes and in front of it, are you going to actually watch the Hype House TV show?
No.
What? They got a TV show?
Well, yeah, on Netflix. Netflix literally
Netflix?
they canceled about 20 shows to put more money into the Hype House.
Could you imagine if that was your show getting canceled?
Right.
Sorry, bro.
Just to
That's
put.
so sad.
Hype House needs more
Yeah.
money.
No,
Yeah.
I think we went over this last time. We discussed it. Is like I don't see the people on my team as like influencers. Like I make
Yes.
sure they're creators, and they have no interest in being in any sort of that. They're more so like trying, like they're diving underwater and like doing content and teaching.
Yeah,
kids
so they're
about
like
stuff.
Yes Theory.
What's that?
Ooh, Yes Theory.
That's a YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
Yes
okay,
Theory
okay.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
It's
the
a
kind of
good-
people.
they're pretty big.
And then there's a lot of
They're
them that will
fucking
like just
great.
like email me and be like, hey, I'm gonna be gone for 3 months. I'm gonna like hike in like Patagonia. And,
That's
I'll
Yes
be
Theory.
back."
That's fucking Yes Theory all the
So I
way.
guess that's my crew.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel that you watch or that you like?
No.
She don't watch as ours though.
Are we real or are we a simulation? What are your thoughts?
God. Well, I will say that anytime this has come up in any way on a date, it's ended up very bad.
Oh shit! Wait,
It always comes up.
What?
No. But like, no, not the first date.
I just see you like with cue cards. All right, so first question: are we real or a simulation?
No, it'll be
Go.
like a fourth date kind of thing where like I don't know, we'll be somewhere and then someone will bring up simulation and my eyes will light up and he'll be like, what was that? And I'm like, because like we kind of are, and then like and then
You have a
face
whole
palm.
thing for it, yeah?
I'm not obsessed with it, but
I'm not, but my-
I entertain the thought of it. Like it's not impossible.
She has a whole room about it. I'm not obsessed, but I have a room.
If I had more time, I'd have a room.
Oh gosh, look at her. She's dedicated. Yeah, she probably would. She
Yeah.
probably would.
What's your theory? Give us the rundown on what you think
Let
about
us
the
know.
simulation.
We're all
There's a
ears.
lot more that I don't know than what I think that I do know.
Okay.
But what I collect a lot of data throughout the day, like just in life.
Yeah.
And all the synchronicities or I don't know if I said that right, but all the things that sync up just almost too perfectly.
Yeah.
Once you start watching and looking, it
Serendipities?
happens all the time.
Yeah.
All like too much so. And I don't know. That was one thing, and then other things are like certain people that I've met that I like have recurring, like Rez knows this. Like we have a server at a restaurant we like to go to.
Yeah.
His hair is always in the same angle at the same length, and he always has the same expression on. Always. And I asked him last time I saw him, I said, are you a robot? And he said, maybe. I'm like, oh no.
He turns around. They found us.
Yeah. Literally. And then he just walked away. He didn't say anything else. I was like, oh shit. Like, oh, wow.
He's in the back room just charging. Oh shit.
Oh my god, no! I'm like a little teary because that's so.
Do you know of the double slit theory?
No.
So that's kind of, it goes with the simulation. So basically, they shot a bunch of photons through these two slits on this backboard, and the whole concept is that if you're consciously looking at it, if somebody's actually looking at it, it will display on the backboard actually two lines of these photons. But if you're not looking at it,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then you go back to it, it's like a wave.
Whoa.
So it goes into like quantum physics, and that
Whoa.
like photons actually act differently when they're being observed.
Oh no.
So observation. So like that whole thing with the simulation thing, it goes deep. So and then quantum
So-
physics, that's a
So
whole
you
nother
just
level.
pretty much made sure that I never have a boyfriend.
Wait, so basically,
Yeah, there you go.
is that like I don't know what, and maybe it might be the same theory.
I'll
but-
show you
but
I'll show you the video.
Is
it's
it like
crazy.
essentially? I seen something where someone said like everything only exists when we're looking. So if
Yeah.
I'm not looking at her, she doesn't exist right now
Could be.
because I'm not observing her.
Yeah. I always think
now there's something there. Oh my God, what if she's not? Oh, shit.
think of it like a video game. You can only render what your view is, and everything else hasn't rendered yet.
Have you guys
And
ever have you guys ever had this experience? I've had this about 18 times.
What did he say? What's that word? I'm sorry.
Walking.
Solipsism. Oh, is that the when things are synced? Solipsism. Hold the fucking phone. Solipsism. Solipsism.
Solipsism.
Pause it on this because she still has something to say. I don't want to.
Got
Okay,
it.
what was you gonna say?
Have you guys ever? I've had this happen like 20 times. Have you guys ever been walking down a street at night and then the light just like starts like flickering a little bit, and then when you look at it, it just turns on?
Oh yes.
11:11. That theory you're talking
I
about?
don't know. It just happens at night. Not
Yeah.
on any certain clock, but like when you look at it, it's all of a sudden like, oh wait, I need to perform now.
Whoa.
The show is on. It's looking at me.
Oh God.
That's
no,
crazy.
I've had that before where the corner of
You
my
said
eye.
yes very passionately.
Yeah, no, I've had it happen before, and then it's just like on. I'm like, what the
Were you
fuck?
passing under light and it flickers? You're like,
See?
whoa.
Could be. Yeah, you can't negate it.
Matrix.
I remember on the back in the internet days, it's like 11:11, or if it happens around 11:11, it's like 1,111 angels looking after you. That sort of
Oh my
thing.
gosh, I love that.
All right, next topic. What's your favorite podcast right now? So I know you don't watch any shows, but do you listen to any podcasts on the?
I got really heavy into podcasts like last year, and then this year because not last year, the year before last. Because
Yeah.
I was driving a lot.
Mhm.
And then last year was just like no driving, so no podcasts much.
Yeah.
And then
That's
this
what
year,
happened to me during
I
quarantine.
really love
yeah.
Wondery. Like pretty much everything Wondery puts out is pretty cool.
What is this?
Wondery, they're
Wondery.
a production company that puts out like the most fire podcasts ever.
Plug.
Nice.
There's
Plug.
there's one actually I remember now. There's one called The Apology Line, and it's this avant-garde artist in like the 80s. He started putting telephones throughout. No, not telephones. He started putting stickers throughout New York City with it said apology line. If you have something to apologize for, call this number. And it was linked to a
whoa.
voicemail in
Yeah.
his thing, like it would record. And
And then
people
he
would
would-
call and just apologize for crazy stuff, and he became obsessed with it for 10 years.
That's crazy. That's a
That's-
cool concept. And,
built-
he would put that on the podcast, like what they would say.
No, he's no like this podcast is kind of going over his life and like how it overtook his life and how these people built a community within each other, which is crazy. And what he would do is like he would, when you called him, it said, if you're here to apologize, feel free to. Know that this is being recorded and this is going to be played at an art exhibit in New York City at some point in time, and your voice might get heard and what you say might get heard. So please speak accordingly. And people
Don't say
just
your name.
poured their guts out.
Don't say her.
Yeah. Whoa, that's cool.
Super crazy.
That's a really cool, especially in New York City. You put those stickers everywhere. Yeah.
Well,
You're
when
definitely
you,
gonna
when
get a
you
bunch of
take
people
like
calling.
identity and accountability away, and when it's only you and the other line, and there's anonymity, some crazy things come out.
I bet.
It's a
I
really cool
bet.
podcast.
Whoa. And what was the name of it again?
The Apology Line.
The Apology Line. Watch them.
Our person wrote us back about what it
Sorry. Solipsism is the idea that you are actually the only real being in existence and everyone else only exists when it's relevant
Oh, Truman.
to you.
Truman Theory.
Is that what also
Like
was
the Truman
called?
Show.
The Truman
Remember
Show.
with Jim Carrey? Have you guys ever watched that?
Well, yeah, but I don't remember.
It's been so long ago, and
It's
I
like
don't
where
remember
the
it
whole
completely.
like dystopian, utopian community is because catering to him.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that, guys, because we're all existing, right? And like other people are shopping at Ralph's.
I
right now.
think
If we
my
think,
theory
therefore
on
I
it
am.
is that we will only know what is real once we die.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
You're absolutely
That's the only.
Or we won't. Dun, dun,
right.
dun.
Maybe Elon Musk will have a big reveal sooner.
That'd be crazy.
Or maybe
lit.
Jeff Bezos will never be able to come to the Earth.
Yeah.
You guys know about that, right?
What?
There's a 50 petition to not allow Jeff Bezos to come back to Earth.
Where's he going?
He's going to the space orbit or something like that.
Dude, instead
Oh, yeah,
of
he
like going
did.
to like China
Or
or
something
something,
like
like
that.
he's going to
Yeah, he's going to space, and
He's
people
going to space.
signed all this petition.
And then,
Don't
like-
allow him to come back.
And then like the TSA of like Earth, the planet Earth, are like, sir, you've got paraphernalia from
Yeah.
You can't come back. You got your credentials. You know who I am. Unfortunately, we
It's
do.
a fake
but-
passport, sir.
Exactly.
God.
Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, let's just go to the next one.
All right, next topic. Zombie apocalypse. Who is with you? Okay, first off, what's your weapon of choice?
Oh man, I don't know how to work a weapon.
No.
My strategy has always been to like climb up a tree and like just chill there.
Oh, there you go. So tree.
Be very
Tree is
quiet.
your.
If we put you in a zombie apocalypse, I think you would eventually at some point adjust.
I've had multiple friends tell me like they'd trust me in any other situation, but not a zombie apocalypse. They wouldn't want me next.
I would actually.
Really?
I would because
That's so sweet,
hold on
Blair.
because the thing is, and this is no bullshit, no bullshit, no bullshit, no bullshit, because you
feeling like there's some
you
bullshit.
already proved to me that you can adjust based off your conversation earlier about you coming to America and you took time
point.
to learn.
Sweet.
So I would probably look you in the eye and be like, I know you can
Yeah,
shoot this
adapt.
gun. It's okay. And I know you would. I
Yeah.
know you would because you've already proven that you can adapt. And even though you probably wouldn't want to, but you'd be like, oh, fuck.
That's true. If it's
All right.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Pull
Figure it
the
out.
trigger, shoot in the head.
I would have some ethical things though. Like, are these zombies like 20% human? Should I not be doing this?
I
It's so
know,
weird.
but
Yeah.
I would.
What would you guys? What are your weapons of choice?
I just want just a car with just spikes in front of it, straight up
yeah.
Mad Max.
Mad
bro.
Max. Mad Max.
That'd be
Oh, I
great.
would want to be in that car for sure.
Because you don't have to do nothing. No, you just drive. You drive.
Instead of like being silent in the tree, I'll just be silent in the backseat of the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Put your headphones in and read. For me, yeah, a bat.
A bat?
A bat with
A bat with a
spikes.
nail in it.
Yeah,
Some
of
spikes.
course. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Wow.
got to. Why not? Yeah, man.
That's pretty.
I
good.
don't.
Straight up going. Yeah.
If they zombies are dead,
out.
infected are humans that are literally infected. So your idea of like being worried about killing a human, yeah, no, if they're infected.
So they're
But,
dead
like,
back to
what
life.
is dead and not dead when we're all in a simulation?
Oh yeah, God,
Oh.
why? She was waiting for that.
And what are vampires? Since we're at it,
Where's the vampire?
Where's vampires at? Where's werewolves
vampires
at?
is dead people.
But who would be with you in a zombie apocalypse?
I don't know.
You don't know. There's not someone you're like, yep, I am calling that person up ASAP.
Probably, but he's so far. My friend Charlie
Okay.
in London, he's worked on yachts and he's a sailor.
Uh.
So he's gotten us out of bad stuff in the ocean.
Whoa.
Oh.
And he's just a total badass and he can figure out how to do anything at all.
There you go.
Super resourceful, very intelligent. So I wouldn't doubt it that that'd be the best person, but so far. So probably here, no one. I don't know.
Okay.
The middle of the ocean would be crazy, just being out there like while this whole zombie apocalypse is going off.
One time we
Whoa.
were in Soyer and Palma in Mallorca, and we had anchored the boat, but it was like a new boat that no one had ever like done this before, and so they anchored it not enough, and at 3 a.m. the boat floated away from the slip and started banging into another boat, and the tides were taking us far out. It was
Whoa.
so scary.
Ocean, the ocean is scary.
So terrifying. It was
Which
crazy.
is nuts. All right, we're going on to the next topic. What is your most embarrassing memory that you can think of?
I asked a boy to be my boyfriend in 7th grade. He looked like Harry Potter, so and Harry Potter had just come out, so he was like, all the girls were passing notes about him at school, and my mom was like, "Your English is great now, so you need to be yourself at school. Whatever you choose to wear, like I support it." So I chose to wear overalls to school for like 2 weeks straight, and this was like when I chose to ask him to be my boyfriend. I had like thick glasses, and it was just horrendous, and so like, all my friends were like, "You don't have a chance," and I'm like, "You guys just don't believe in me." And like, I just like had all the faith, and I went up to him and I said, will you be my boyfriend?" And he was so sweet, and he was like, "I don't want to ruin our friendship." And then it got so awkward, and then his best friend came and pantsed him to break the ice.
Classic friend. Classic
He's like,
friend.
oh shit.
And he's still my best friend today. He's my
Harry
friend
Potter?
Colin. Yeah.
Or the guy
Now
that
we're- Now
pantsed?
we're besties. No, Harry Potter.
Nice. What about the guy that pants? Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, but no.
He's got to be a legend by now.
Yeah. He's
Van
not doing
Wilder.
some valley things in the valley.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Holy shit.
What's yours, Blair?
When my mom found out I spent like $600 on porn subscriptions. I was in probably like high school or 8th grade, middle school.
$600?
We had like Cox cable, like whatever
Subscriptions, they
and
always
I would
get
just,
you.
pay for them. I would just pay for them, And she didn't get mad. She was just like, "Hey, because it was the first time that my mom caught me, or when we even had the sexual talk.
Yeah.
So she was okay, but it happened
Wow.
twice though. Yeah, the first one was okay.
Let me go back and grab another bag. Just one more.
Yeah, that was probably.
We're
yeah.
already this far deep.
What about you, Joe?
So thinking about that, right before I moved out here, did you guys have like back in school where like the sex ed and stuff? They're like you should go get tested and all that. Did you guys ever go get tested like back in the day or anything? Apparently in the Midwest, that's like just something that people don't do. So when I went, I'm like, before I came out here, I'm like, oh, I'm sexually active. I'll go get tested. So I went and got tested, and it was just awkward to begin with. He's like, well, if nothing's itching down there, I don't know why you're doing this. I'm like, what the fuck, doctor? I'm like, okay, but I did it anyway. And then so what happened was it got mailed to my house, not my house here, to my house there. So my mom didn't even want to call me. So my stepdad had to call me. He's like, hey, Joe, listen, you got something in the mail. Your test results came back. I'm like, oh shit! Wait, no, what'd they say? You're like, they're negative, so you're good.
They're negative.
But your mom saw them, so next time just send them to like your place.
Oh my God.
So that was kind of embarrassing.
Oh, that is awkward.
What a mix.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
Favorite childhood memory? Mine was not that one.
When I got a Nintendo 64
Oh, that's
for the
great.
first time.
That's a
That's
magical
amazing.
moment.
What was the game?
Super Mario 64.
Oh,
It came
so
with it because
fun.
it was advertised. Because So yeah, that's my favorite.
That's awesome.
What about you?
Mine was when my mom started working at a nail salon.
Okay.
And so she saved enough money to take us on a road trip, just her and I.
Uh-huh.
And I will never understand how she did this, but all she used was a map, a paper one.
Mm-hmm.
And she got us all the way up to San Francisco.
Wow.
Like, it was amazing. Like, she just
Whoa.
knew where to go, but then
Yeah.
we made a pit stop at the beach, and that's my favorite memory. That it was just so leisurely, and we knew we were headed somewhere like fun, and for the first time in a long time, we didn't have to worry about anything at all. It was just in that moment, so nice. And I just remember looking at my mom and like, you're beautiful, and this is really a beautiful moment.
Perfect day. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
what about you?
I'm trying to think. The one moment where it was like,
Yeah, Krispy Kreme donuts.
yeah, Krispy Kreme. I don't know why this is popping in my mind now, but like I used to skateboard a lot back in the day, and there was like tons of other kids that were way better than me. But like there was one day where I was the fucking shit.
Oh,
I was
that's
the shit,
cool.
and I like all these when you like jump with the skateboard. I laid over like 5 decks, and no one else could do it. And then like that was the day where everybody was like, yeah, fucking do it.
That's amazing.
And then, but the next day, some other kid did it with like 7 decks or something. But I had my one day. I had my one fucking day. And no one can take that away from me.
Oh, God.
Did your height help a lot with like those jumps and stuff with the board?
I think so. I was actually, that was back when I was like 14, so I wasn't as tall now, but I've definitely noticed I can't do the same stuff. I'm like I can't balance as well or jump as high. So
Yeah.
maybe a little
That's
bit.
a really cool
But yeah, it was
a memory.
it was
Love
dope.
that.
It's not childhood memory, but when I got the call that I got a scholarship to Iowa
Oh
Western,
my gosh.
that was like, because I didn't even,
Bro.
I was like, wait, really? I got a scholarship? Like, I felt like cool because all the cool people in high school were getting scholarships. And I was like, I got a scholarship. Like, I can go to college for relatively
Oh
free
my gosh,
too.
Little did you know how cool it was.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just like a thing, and everyone in like, yeah, I got a scholarship to Nebraska or a scholarship to this, and I was like, I don't have no scholarships. I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to school, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to school and pay for it. And then I was like,
found
hey, you got
one.
a scholarship for theater? I was like, oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is like we didn't have to audition for our scholarship, so that's why I was like surprised because everyone that knew that I was getting scholarships had to like write in or audition for a scholarship, and I just got it, so I felt really cool. Like, but it was a community college, so I was like, oh, yeah,
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
best damn community college ever.
Next topic. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
On a beach, pina colada,
I really don't
and
know.
broke as fuck.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Give me a coconut.
Pina colada.
Pina colada.
Yes.
Pina colada.
Getting soaked in the rain with Hoon.
If I'm lucky, I'll be there and not here.
I don't know where I see myself. I mean, I know where I see myself in 5 years. It's literally the same thing I tell everyone off camera. So it's like, it sucks when people ask me questions like that because my answer will never change. So
What do you mean?
it's just like acting, doing my like it literally will never change because I know exactly what I want to do.
That's so beautiful.
Exactly.
Not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah, I know what I want to do. And if I got to do OnlyFans to get there, I will do it. Anyways, you.
I don't know. I have no idea, which is the most beautiful thing to me right now. Because like for my entire life up until now, I've planned out every single future year with goals and like this and this and this. And finally, I think like the pandemic really put a lot into perspective that you could have goals and they could just not, it could just flip in a different way.
Yep.
And so now I'm totally embracing like the movements of my life in the direction it's meant to. And so I have no idea. And I like it.
Nice. A lot of people find that scary, but you're actually embracing
I'm
it.
so excited for it.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you,
That's awesome.
What?
you're gonna rule the world.
But that's Elon Musk's job or Jeff Bezos.
Well, it's
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It's you.
Step up.
Because we're gonna take them out. Wow.
Elon's canceled for that for the Bitcoin
You know
thing.
what would
so.
be fun? A fun version of this game or this one is like to guess where each of us will be. Like you, I like what if you had like 2 Netflix shows under your belt and then you were like gonna be on some like national TV.
That would
drama or
be
something.
that would
That'd
be
so
cool.
dope.
That would be cool.
I could
That
totally
would
see
suck.
it. I hate that.
Oh, I hate that. I just want to be a
Sounds like a
working
terrible
actor.
idea.
I don't want to. I don't care about the spotlight. Just let
What
me
about you,
work,
Joe?
collect a check.
Same thing as you. I don't know, but I definitely want a French bulldog. It's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to adopt a little Frenchie, just have around. And then I've been hanging around more with my like girlfriend's cat. Usually I wasn't a cat person, but I like the cat. So like I definitely know I want a Frenchie
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
so
So
cute. Did you meet Dave, the Frenchie, at the park? My friend Colin's dog that time?
Oh yeah,
I
he was
left
on.
right when he came because I remember you guys were
Yeah.
talking about that. He's like, "You missed the Frenchie."
We have to do another park day.
Fuck.
Yeah,
The Frenchie is so cute.
I'm totally down with
I
that.
just made him an Instagram.
Really? Nice.
Dave the Frenchie.
How many followers?
2.
Nice.
It's unannounced.
It's about to be 3.
We're ramping up content right now.
Oh my god.
Go follow Dave the Frenchie.
Everyone's like, I can't find it. Where is it at? And she just
Dave
said
the
it's
Frenchie,
it's not
he has
launched
an orange
yet.
portrait for his circle picture.
Nice. That is adorable.
Dave the Frenchie.
That is adorable. Okay, well, here we go. We're about to do lightning
Lightning
round. Are you ready to answer these questions in under 4 seconds?
All right,
Are you
let's do
ready? Here we go. Beer or liquor?
Beer.
Beach or hike?
Beach.
Vine or TikTok?
Talk.
Abs or dad bod?
Abs for sure.
Pancakes or waffles?
I lost.
Waffles.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, that's hard. Cats.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone for days. Android.
Chop off your toe or eat a hive of bees?
Toes. God, that's such a hard problem.
I know.
Like I'm thinking of all the ways you'd be unbalanced.
Exactly.
Like,
We always wanted to be a long, really complicated one for the last one. Just
that was so good. That was so well curated.
in that.
No one's gonna ever pick hives of bees. Like why?
'Cause I was thinking about that. I'm like,
You
unless
would
they're
die,
all
wouldn't you?
dead, a dead hive of bees. I mean, even then,
The
no.
toe recovery though would be bad.
That's true. I guess which toe? Pinky toe? Okay. I heard if you chop off your big
not
toe,
big toe.
your
You lose your
balance is
balance.
off. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So crazy stuff.
Looks
Oh
like your
my
big
gosh.
toe's going bye bye.
I
Snip
guess
snip.
so.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for our freaking show.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
for being
Huong,
Yeah, thank
for
you. And
joining us.
let's
with us.
let's get your plug
Let's
in
get
there.
your plugins. Yes, tell us what you got going on, what projects you're working with, who you working with, all the good stuff.
Yeah, so this week we're filming a bunch of awesome Instagram reels and TikToks for this client of mine called Grin Gaming. And it's pretty much like an arcade for gamers and people who are into crypto and sports. So you could be watching an MLB game and then also be on this app playing games, making predictions to see if he's going to strike out or not.
That's
and,
cool.
And you can make plays for free.
What kind of crypto are we talking?
All
like
kinds. So like
All of
they'll
them.
do like hyperspeed live. Like they'll say in the next 60 seconds who's gonna jump more, Doge or XRP. Like it's just like
that kinda-
and you don't have to
yeah.
spend any money at all. It's just pretty much to stimulate your brain and you learn. And then the other
Get people
night,
addicted to gambling.
the
So
other
when you
night
do,
I got into a deep hole where it was like midnight, couldn't sleep, so I got into the crypto side, and then the chat button blinked, and I was like, "What's that?" And so I was like making my plays. I move over, it's all these crypto bros fighting for first position, and they're
Whoa.
like talking smack to each other. I was number 15, and I just wrote in a one-liner. I was like coming after number 1, and it just threw him off, and he was like, come after me then. And I was on it for an hour and a half, and I got to number 1. I stayed there for like 20 minutes.
Determination again.
See, this is
Holy
why I
shit.
said.
Yeah.
Why?
But it's so much fun. Like you guys like can totally get lost on it. It's
Yes. Is there anything else you got going on?
yeah, I don't know. Always
Okay.
these like creative projects. I'm trying to write more, and I'm trying to write more in nature, and so that takes me out of the city and all of this, mumble jumble that goes on here.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Thank you
that's
so much, guys.
Thank you. And anything final thing from you, Blair?
nothing. I mean, I'm filming a short film this Saturday, and that's pretty much about it for me.
Dope.
Ooh. And guys, our podcast, Cracking a Cold with the Boys, will not be out tomorrow, but it'll be out the following day. So stay tuned for that, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow. And also make sure you go follow
Yes.
Huong on the Insta.
If you guys need any advice or anything of how to curate your social media, she got you on
hit
that.
me up.
She's your
Yes.
person. Well,
Hit
thank
her
you so
up for
much.
business
Thank
reasons.
you. That's so sweet.
Thank
It was
you.
such a pleasure.
Great.
And everybody, we'll see everybody next week. Have a good one.
Bye. Now we can take